Hi guys, and welcome to C++ Builder Calculator tutorial. Let me show you guys how this works. First of all, I'm going to clear, and let's say 12 multiplied by 3. No, we do not want to multiply by 3. We want to multiply by maybe 8. So clear the last input, enter 8. There we go. You have 96. We can backspace and start all over. 74 multiply by 9. There we go. Let's divide that by 5 there and add 32 to it. Clear the old input to 25.9 plus minus, let's say 4. That's what you are owing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into C++ Builder, and we'll put one of these brilliant tutorials together. So let's exit out. For your information, this is a very powerful package, and I recommend everyone to have a go at using this C++ Builder from Embrocado. I'm going to start by going to File, New Project, and let's select Windows VCL. Now my development environment is ready. I'm going to kind of like drag it that much, drag the form that much, and let's come right down here. And let's go for T button. Grab a button. You can just double click on it, and there we go. And I also need T edit. That is like the text box, text edit. There we go. So I'm going to position the text edit right there, something like that. And you see this very button. I'm going to change the height and the width. Let's make it about 90 by 90. Let's come straight to the height. There, make that 90. Okay, and we also need to change the font. Let's come to the font and change the whole font to something readable. I'm going to make that about 36. There we go, 36 regular. And now let's change this button, the width. I'm going to make that 90 as well. Come right here, change that to 90. So we have 90 by 90. Now let's copy this very button. Okay. Control C and paste. We have 2. Copy again. We have 4. There we go. So that means we're gonna need a little bit of more space in there. There. Now copy this button again. Copy. We have 8. Select it all. Copy. We have 16. We're gonna need about 20. So let's bring this down a little bit more. And select, copy, and paste. There, we have about 20 there. That is good, looking good. Select the text box, or the text edit as it's called, and let's go to the align. Click on the align. We want to align it to the right, and the text content on it, I'm going to change that to 0. And let's go straight to the name, the variable name. I'm just going to give that txt result. There, that's the name. Now for this very button, the first one there, I'm going to go to Word document. Click on the Word document. Inside here, go to insert, and then select symbol. In the symbol, select more symbols and select wingings. That is it right there. That is the sign that I want, the backspace sign. I also want the plus minus sign. That is good. Now let's copy the backspace sign. Copy that. Minimize that. Come straight to the caption. Paste that right inside the caption. Now you then need to change the font type. Let's change the font type to winging as well. Just type in W, that's winging. Click on OK. There, we have one sorted. Now grab the plus minus, copy that, You don't need to change the plus minus because the type of font do have plus minus. The type of font we're using is Tamil, something Tamoha, something like that. Let's see, what is it called? Tahoma. That's good. Alright, so Tahoma is fine with that. So select the next button here and go straight to the caption. We want to change that to CE. The next one beside it, C. And the one below, we have 7, 8, 9. We have the plus sign, the subtract, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3. Multiplication, division, equals, decimal point, and 0. That is your interface completed. Now let's go to the naming. You see the button that is already selected as the 0, so let's change that to BTN digit 0. So that's the very first one. The next one beside it, that's going to be BTN dot, and followed by BTN equals. We have BTN divide. Right, now we have BTN multiplication, followed by BTN digit 3, digit 2, digit 1, digit 4, 5, digit 6, digit 7, digit 8, digit 9, there. And this one is going to be BTN add. We have BTN subtract, sub, there. And the one right up here, that's going to be BTN plus minus, P and M. This is going to be BTN clear. And finally, the next one is going to be BTN CE, clear entry. There we go. And this one finally, actually, that will be BTN Backspace. There we go. Now all of the components do have their own name. So let's select button 7. In fact, all the numeric buttons, just select it all, including this very one here. So hold on to your control to do that, or the shift key to do that. There we go. Now come straight to the event right here. Click on the event. We need on click event. In the on click event, just call it click numeric. Yeah, click numeric, that's fine. Inside the click numeric, the first thing you want to do is to create an object. So you're going to say T button, enter the multiplication sign, and the button name is going to be BTN. That is my button name, equals, open a double bracket and enter T button, multiply, and apply the sender to it. There we go. That is that taken care of. Make sure you close it with a semicolon right there. Now the next thing we want to do is to use an if statement. If txt result dot text equals the value of 0, then you want as follows. We then want txt result, copy that, paste it right in here, to be equals btn dash caption. There, this should be dash. There, change that to that. Yeah, that's fine. And this one as well. Okay, that's the first argument taken care of. So enter else if txt result equals txt result plus the button. So just enter the plus sign there, and that should take care of all of the buttons. So have a good look at that. I'm going to run it now, or let's save it to be on the safe side. Go to File, Save, select one of these folders and just call it calculator. That is my very first one. Click on save, and I'm going to save the project, save it all again. Put an S in front of it and save it again, double S. That will take care of that. Alright, so now let's click on run. Since my project is saved, there we go, guys. Look at that, the number buttons is working as we want. Okay, now let's take care of the arithmetic operators. Now back into design, click on design, select all of the operators here, and let's come right to the event again. Click on that, and we want to change that to click operator. There we go. Inside click operator, I'm going to create my object again. I might as well copy this. So let's copy all of these. Let's copy some of these as well. Copy, come right down here, just paste. Get rid of this, we don't need that, and get rid of this as well. Now one thing that I should have done is to actually declare my variables. So let's go up here and just get that done. Right underneath this form, come right here. I'm going to declare the following variable. The first one is going to be known as entry 1, comma, then we have entry 2, comma, and result. There we go. The next variable, that is going to be a string character, so string variable. So I'm going to call that operators. Yeah, just end it operate. That's fine. Let's put an S in front of it. It might be a reserved word, so operates. Okay, I'm going to grab hold of the operate. Now let's come back right in here. So the first thing is entry 1. We're taking whatever value we have inside the text box, but it's not going to take it straight away. So let's say it's going to be dot. That would be 2 double. There, enter semicolon right there, because this only takes in string character and this variable is double. Okay, so that is fine. So in that case, our operator will be equals to whatever we have inside the btn dot caption. That is our operator. Once we know whatever the operator is, we now want to clear the text entry. That is equals clear. Alright, so the numeric function or the arithmetic operators are officially taken care of now. So have a good look at that. Okay, let's run it and just see how that works as well. Save, click on run. Now select whatever number, click on any of the operator as that's correct. Once you click on an operator, it clears the system, waiting for the second value to be entered. Okay, that is fine. Now the next thing we want to do is, since we've done this, we might as well take care of the equals. Double click on the equals. Inside the equals, that will become the second entry. So I might as well just grab hold of that, paste that right in here, and change this to the variable. Now we're going to use an if statement. If whatever entry that you enter is, and the operator, if it happens to be the plus sign, we now want the operator to carry out the following. So that should be double equals, and here, so that will becomes answer. I think it's called result. This very one. The result is going to be equals entry 1 plus entry 2. That is the very first one. Now we want to assign this result straight into the text. So grab that, paste that right underneath here, and you just grab hold of the result, paste it right there, and there we go. So the very first one is taken care of. Now let's use an else if. I'm going to grab all of that, come right down here, else if, clear that out. That is, if it's subtract, then this one becomes subtract as well. Copy, paste, and if this is multiply, this becomes multiply. We have division, and that becomes division as well. And I believe that takes care of the equals. So now let's run that and see. Run. Okay, so let's say 96 multiplied by that. There we go. Plus 45 minus whatever there. Plus minus multiplied by 8. There we go. Oh, plus minus is not working yet. Okay. So all of the numeric buttons are working apart from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's take care of those 5 buttons. Now come in here now. First of all, let's take care of the decimal place. Double click on the decimal. With the decimal selected, let's use an if statement again. So I'm going to grab hold of this and scroll right down. That's the decimal procedural area. Indent, paste that in there, but in this case, that is if the position occupied is, let's say, dot position, if that include that, then we want this to happen. So in that case, the text box itself, txt result, will be equals txt result plus decimal. There, that's done. Take a good look at that. Very simple lines of codes. Now run. There, let's say 52 points. Let's see. Okay, it's not working because they're supposed to be not. If it's not, there we go. Remember that. You must include that very sign. If it's not. Alright, run it one more time. There we go. 95, there we go. Multiply that by maybe 8 there. Okay, that is fine. Now let's take care of something else. Now that that is done, all of these here are done, let's take care of the backspace. Now as for the backspace, we declare a variable. This variable that I'm declaring, I'm just going to call it q. Let's say q equals txt result dash text dot the length of the data that I have in there. There we go. Now using an if statement, if q is equals 1, that means if there's one value in it, I want the following done. So all of this, the text box, whatever content we have in the text box, will be equals 0. So if there's nothing in there anymore, change that to 0. Else, do this for me. Let's enter string character there to hold the data that will be in there. Let's say D equals whatever I have in the text box and I want it deleted. That will be delete. Dot delete. Okay, in some other program you end up and say remove, but here it's called delete. So what we've just deleting is Q. Say Q, comma 1. Okay, now txt equals, that will be D. There we go. And we need to end this as well. That should take care of that. Let's make sure it's all correct. So let's run and see how that's going to work. Just enter whatever value in there. Backspace. There we go. Look at that. That is brilliant. Yeah, I like this very package. It's very easy to use. So I recommend you guys have a go at using Embrocado C++ builder. Now let's take care of the next one. That's going to be this very one here. Double click on the entry. I'm going to grab hold of this and I'm just going to paste that right here. And just get rid of the text content that we have in there. Come right down here. And I'm going to create the following variable. I will call that F, comma, S. That will stand for first entry and second entry. So in that case, F equals the following. Entry 1. There. Y the S will be equals entry number 2. Change that to 2. And change this to S. There. So those two take care of the variable, the content that is entered into those two variables. And at the same time, now if I choose to clear that or clear this, there we go. We have just taken care of the entry. So let's save, run, and see what's going to happen with the entry. Now let's say 54 multiplied by 9. No, we don't want to multiply by 9. We want to multiply by 2. There we go. That is correct. There, that's how the test entry works. And the other one that is just clear, copy that, double click on clear and paste that right in there. That is clear. Finally, let's take care of the plus minus. Double click on plus minus. With the plus minus, I'm going to declare a variable. I will call that P, and P equals taking the following value, and the value that you're taking in, that should be dot to decimal. Dot to decimal. Enter parenthesis, close that. And what I want it to do is, and I want it to open up a bracket and say -1, multiply that by P. So the P represents whatever we have in there. Get rid of this. -1, multiply that by P. And that is it. So whatever you have inside P, minus multiply by 1, that becomes a negative value. So let's run it and see how that works as well. Run. There we go, guys. Let's see, 45 multiply by 3 plus minus, that is it. Okay, let's say backspace. 78 plus 6 plus minus, and that gives you that. Let's clear it all. Let's say plus minus 58 plus minus, multiply that by 7 there. Now you owe a lot. Okay, that's how the plus minus works. And with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this very, very beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. And I will advise you to have a go at downloading the Embrocado. The C++ builder is very straightforward and easy to use. And please do subscribe to this, my second channel. I suppose you guys enjoy it. And you can also pay me a visit in DJ Oamen's channel. This is Paul Oamen speaking, Captain Paul Oamen. You all have a nice day now. And bye for now.